Welcome to tonight's bedtime story, The Stars of Destiny. Join Elara, a young astronomer, as she discovers a magical ability to tweak star positions and revisit key moments of her life. Each night, under the celestial tapestry, she learns the delicate dance of fate and acceptance. Let's begin this starlit journey. On a clear, starry night in the small, quiet town of Celestia, there lived a young astronomer named Elara. Her fascination with the stars was not merely academic, it was deeply personal. Each evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and the first stars appeared, Elara climbed to her rooftop observatory, a dome of solitude and silence, to chart the celestial bodies that shimmered like distant lanterns. One particular evening, as Elara adjusted her telescope, she noticed an unusual pattern among the stars. They seemed to shimmer and shift slightly, forming a distinct sequence that she had never documented before. Intrigued, she referred to her ancient star maps and texts, only to find no mention of this formation. It was as if the stars had decided to craft a story solely for her. As she continued her observations, Elara made an astonishing discovery. The unique arrangement of stars mirrored significant events of her own life. Birthdays, milestones, and even moments of personal hardship were all represented in the twinkling canvas above her. Compelled by a mix of curiosity and awe, Elara spent countless nights deciphering the cosmic tableau. One night, driven by a whispering breeze of intuition, she attempted something unprecedented. With delicate adjustments of her telescope and a careful alignment of mirrors, she subtly altered the reflection of one star's light. To her amazement, the night around her seemed to waver like the surface of a disturbed pond, and she found herself transported back to a day long past, the day she first decided to become an astronomer. The memories were vivid, filled with the excitement and boundless curiosity of her younger self. Elara revisited several more moments from her past, each time learning something new about her choices and the paths she had taken. Yet, with each journey, she felt a growing sense of unease. The stars, while seemingly under her control, began to resist, their lights flickering as if in disapproval. It was then that Elara encountered a truth that she had not anticipated. Not all moments were meant to be revisited or altered. Some things, she realized, were destined to occur just as they had, forming the unchangeable chapters of her life story. As dawn approached and the stars began to fade in the morning light, Elara stepped away from her telescope, a sense of profound acceptance settling in her heart. As she watched the last star disappear with the sunrise, Elara understood that while she might influence the stars, true wisdom lay in knowing when to let them shine their own light. Elara spent the following days reflecting on her newfound understanding of the starlit revelations. Despite the allure of revisiting the past, she recognized the importance of embracing the present. However, her curiosity about the stars and their connection to her destiny was not easily quenched. She resolved to delve deeper, seeking a balance between her desire to explore and the wisdom to accept the stars' guidance. One evening, as the twilight melted into darkness, Elara sat beneath her telescope, her gaze fixed on a particularly bright star that seemed to pulsate with a curious rhythm. It was then she noticed a subtle, almost imperceptible pattern, a sequence that hinted at future events. With cautious excitement, Elara began to chart these patterns, discovering clues about what might lie ahead. Armed with her charts and an open heart, Elara prepared to face the future, but not to control it. On one particularly crisp night, she adjusted her telescope, aligning it with the pulsating star. The air around her seemed to tremble, and a gentle whirl of wind encircled her as she was softly pulled forward in time. She found herself at an upcoming crossroad in her life, a decision regarding whether to accept a prestigious scholarship at a distant observatory or to stay in Celestia, where her family and friends resided. The future scene unfolded before her eyes, showing her the joy of new discoveries and the loneliness of distant lands. Back in her observatory, Elara felt the weight of her impending decision. She pondered the star's message, realizing it served not as a directive, but as a window to the possibilities that lay ahead. It was a gentle reminder that while the stars might hint at future paths, the choice was hers alone to make. That night, under the watchful eyes of her celestial guides, Elara learned another valuable lesson. The future, like the stars, is in constant motion, and each moment is a star in the constellation of our lives, bright and fleeting. As dawn approached, and the first light of morning painted the sky, Elara recorded her observations. Her journal was no longer just a log of celestial movements. It had become a reflection of her journey through time, guided by the stars but walked by her own steps. With a newfound respect for the celestial guidance and the choices it presented, Elara embraced her role not just as an observer of the stars, but as a participant in their cosmic dance. Her evenings were spent charting not only the skies, but also the inner landscapes of her heart and mind. It was during one of these reflective nights that Elara noticed a series of faint, yet distinctly patterned stars that seemed to beckon her with a silent whisper. Curious about this new celestial message, Elara recalibrated her telescope with meticulous care. As the stars aligned through her lens, she was enveloped in a soft glow, and once again the fabric of time softened, allowing her a glimpse into another significant moment that awaited her. This time, Elara found herself observing a future moment involving her closest friend, Mia. They were at a critical juncture in their friendship, challenged by a misunderstanding that could sever their long-standing bond. The stars showed Elara the pain and the possibility of reconciliation. Armed with this foresight, she understood the importance of patience, empathy, and the delicate nature of human relationships. Returning to her current timeline, Elara felt a surge of gratitude for the warning and the wisdom imparted by the stars. She realized that her ability to navigate the future could strengthen not only her own path, but also the lives of those around her. In the weeks that followed, Elara approached her relationship with Mia with a gentle awareness. When the predicted misunderstanding arose, she handled it with grace and understanding, guided by the foresight the stars had provided. The rift was mended quickly, leaving their friendship stronger and more resilient. Through this experience, Elara learned that the stars could offer more than personal guidance. They could also illuminate the way to nurture and protect the relationships that made life meaningful. Each night, as she gazed up at the twinkling sky, she felt a deep connection not only to the universe, but also to the people in her life. As the season changed and the constellation of their friendship shone brighter, Elara documented these celestial teachings. Her journal pages were filled with notations of star patterns, but also with reflections on love, friendship, and the interconnectedness of all things. The stars, she realized, didn't just shape her destiny. They gently guided her in weaving the tapestry of her life with others. As the seasons turned and the nights grew longer, Elara's understanding deepened, not only of the stars but also of herself. With each celestial encounter, she was becoming more attuned to the rhythms of the universe and the lessons it imparted. It was on one of these crisp autumn evenings that Elara discovered a new, intriguing constellation that seemed to sparkle with an invitation for a deeper exploration. This time, as she adjusted her telescope and the stars aligned, the familiar sensation of time shifting enveloped her. However, unlike her previous journeys, this one took her not to a moment of her past or a glimpse of her future, but deeper into the essence of her very being. Elara found herself in a vivid, dreamlike state where the cosmos unfolded before her in breathtaking clarity. The stars spoke to her in a symphony of light, revealing not events, but the strengths and challenges of her character. She saw her resilience mirrored in the enduring glow of distant suns, her fears in the shadows cast by celestial bodies, and her hopes in the bright bursts of novae. With each revelation, Elara felt a profound connection to the universe. It was as if each star had been a guide, a teacher, or a friend, reflecting parts of her she had never fully acknowledged. This journey was more introspective, offering her a mirror to her soul, illuminated by the starlight. When she returned to her observatory, the night no longer seemed just a canvas of black and silver, but a reflection of her inner world. This experience marked a turning point for Elara. She began to use her nightly observations as a way to not only explore the universe, but to understand her place within it. Her relationship with the stars became more personal and spiritual. She no longer saw them as distant, untouchable entities, but as intimate presences in her life's journey. Each night, as she recorded her observations, she also noted what she learned about herself, her growth, her struggles, and her triumphs. This self-discovery did not change the way Elara lived her daily life, but enriched it, making her more mindful and compassionate towards herself and others. She found joy in the small moments, strength in challenges, and wisdom in the stars' silent teachings. As the year waned and the first leaves began to fall, Elara's journal filled with more than just scientific data. It became a chronicle of personal enlightenment, a testament to the journey of a soul guided by the stars. As the year drew to a close, and the first snowflakes of winter dusted the rooftops of Celestia, Elara's relationship with the stars reached a profound level of harmony and understanding. Her nightly observations had transformed from a scientific endeavor into a deeply spiritual journey. one that connected her to the cosmos in ways she had never imagined. On a particularly serene night, with the stars blazing brilliantly above, Elara set up her telescope with a reflective calm. She knew this observation would be significant, not because of any celestial event predicted by her charts, but because of an inner feeling of culmination and completeness. As she gazed through her telescope, the stars seemed to dance lightly, celebrating the journey she had embarked upon. Then, in a moment of perfect clarity, the stars aligned to form a grand, luminous configuration that Elara had come to recognize as her own celestial signature. It was a map of her life's journey, detailed and vibrant, encapsulating all the moments she had revisited and learned from. Elara watched as the constellation shifted, subtly unveiling a path she had not seen before, a pathway leading forward. This was not a journey through time, but a guide for the future, a revelation of the possibilities that lay ahead, shaped by the wisdom and experiences she had gathered. The stars whispered to her of potential adventures, of challenges that would test her, of joys and sorrows that would enrich her. They showed her that her life was a tapestry woven from threads of time, experiences, and relationships, illuminated by the stars under which it all unfolded. With a gentle, understanding smile, Elara realized that her journey with the stars was not about changing her destiny, but about understanding it. It was about finding her place in the vast, intricate web of the universe. Each star, each planet, each galaxy was a note in the symphony of existence, and she, too, was part of that beautiful melody. That night, as Elara closed her journal for the last time, she felt a deep sense of peace. She understood that her adventures with the stars might have concluded, but her journey through life was just beginning. Armed with the knowledge and wisdom imparted by the stars, she was ready to face whatever the future held, embracing each moment with courage and joy. As dawn broke over Celestia, the first light of the sun mingled with the fading stars, and Elara knew that though the stars might disappear by day, they would always be with her, guiding her from above, just as the lessons they taught would guide her from within.